All right, guys, I'm gonna give a quick rundown of kind of what's going on. So I got the top valve cover off. So I kind of developed a small little leak, kind of not really a leak, but there's residual, a little bit of oil at the bottom of the rocker. So I just kind of wanted to, since I had the top valve cover off, I figured I'd kind of just get a little glimpse of kind of what it looks like on the inside. So I've never taken an S&S apart, so it's a little bit different. Has the roller rockers, a little bit different than a traditional twin cam, so it's set up a little bit different in here. Um, the bolts are under this little flap thing, so that's kind of how it holds that part together. And so the leak that I had was actually on this side. It was the lower left corner, which is right here. It was kind of, a little wet, and it's been doing it for a few weeks now. I was just kind of waiting to see when I had a little bit of time to kind of dig into it. This side's a little bit different on the rocker box itself compared to a regular twin cam. So a little bit of a different setup. So cleaned everything up and I just retorqued the bolts. So I'm hoping that will fix it. If not, then I gotta take the rocker off and then the rocker box and replace the gaskets. I'm kind of hoping that's not the case, but it is what it is. So that's kind of where we're at. The bike has I just hit 5,000 miles on it, and everything seems to be working fine. I checked the plugs not too long ago, and the plugs look real clean. I was a little bit concerned maybe it might be over fueling a little bit, but that's kind of what we agreed on when we tuned the bike, to have it run a little bit on the cooler side. So it was gonna be a little bit slightly on the richer side. It's like high 13s, right at 14 to 1. It was kind of in that neighborhood. So that's kind of where we're at. If you have any questions, just let me know. So that's kind of where we're at. That's the only leak kind of that I've had so far. So I noticed it back in here. I inspect the bike daily, so I look at everything. Like I said, this is my daily commuter, so I'm constantly looking at every single thing to make sure that I'm not missing something or neglecting something. I will be replacing the tires. I'm getting pretty close to the limit. I've been pushing these a little bit further than I normally do, and I just really haven't decided which tires I'm going to go with. I'm looking at the Commander 2s. I've been looking at the Metzlers. If you have any personal experience, my goal is basically to get the most bang for my buck. I really like to get a lot of mileage out of my tires. The Commander 2s have been really good. I average about 25,000 or so out of the set. So I haven't really had any weird wear patterns or anything. So I'm pretty happy with the Michelins so far. So they've been a really good tire. Supposedly the Commander 3s are a lot better grip. I have noticed that with these tires, when it is cold, they are a little bit slippery. So it takes a little time for them to warm up, and then pretty much they're good after that point. But when they're cold, if I hit the throttle a little bit, they will kind of slide. So, and that was before the 124. They would do that also with the other build. So But anyways, if you guys have any comments or anything, just let me know. All right, guys.